Hi, this is Dr. Tanya English, and I'm live. Finally, we've been trying to do this for a while, and YouTube hasn't really been cooperating, so I'm doing this through Zoom today. So if you missed it last week
Dr. Tanya
or
English.
2 days ago, I want to just remind you that we have been having this issue with YouTube. I didn't want to Zoom through Facebook because that seems to be an issue as well. So I just want to make sure that you know that you're in the right place. We're going to do some tapping today on grief. And let's talk about that for a moment. When we're tapping, we want to acknowledge our negative feelings. We're human beings. We're going to have negative feelings. So the best thing that we can do is acknowledge, own, and honor our feelings. It's so important that we do that because there's oftentimes that we're told not to have the feelings that we're having, that we're not allowed to cry, that we're not allowed to feel angry or upset. But we do want to have a way of processing those feelings while we're having them. So this is a really great way to take yourself out of the sadness, the emotional toll that it takes, which is a lot of energy, and to bring yourself back to rest, digest, and heal. When you're in those negative feelings, you go into fight or flight response. Your digestion shuts down, your immune system shuts down because you don't need those to run away from danger. And that's what's happening when you're in a negative feeling. So, what we're going to do is do this simple tapping routine, emotional freedom technique, where I'm going to take you through this. You can change any of the feeling words that you want. You don't have to do the words that I'm saying, but that might ring true for you. But you might have some other words that you want to use instead. That's fine. I'm going to use two fingers to touch those points. There's a diagram of the points at quantumhealinginternational.com. You can go to the learning page. You can download the points on a piece of paper. And there's also a script there for you. It's not going to be the same script that we're using today, but you can use that script and tap again. And this is the kind of technique where repetition is your friend. You can repeat and repeat and repeat. And every time you do, it'll bring you back to a state of rest, digest, and heal. Now, you're not going to fall asleep. You might actually fall asleep. At some points, you might be yawning. That's just some of the things that happens when we do this technique. Yawning is a good sign. It means your body's releasing stress. You might cry. That's okay too. Crying is cleansing. So you want to let those tears come and you can talk through them or you can take a break and cry and then continue tapping. All of this stuff will bring these feelings up to the surface so that you can release them. And that's the whole point. You want to release them and go back to rest, digest, and heal. So if you're ready, go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Let yourself relax. Take another deep breath. Let the weight of your body come down toward the ground. Just let everything come down. Feel the chair supporting you or wherever you're sitting. Just feel where your body is touching something else and it's supporting you. And I want you to go back in your mind to a time when you felt grief or you felt upset or overwhelmed. We're going to touch on all of these things. So just imagine that time in your mind. You don't have to go deeply into it. Just get there where you're feeling it and notice how intense it is. Notice where you're feeling it in your body. Sometimes people feel it in their stomach. Sometimes they feel it in their chest. Sometimes they feel it in their head. And all of those things are valid. So just notice where you're feeling it in your body. And we're going to start tapping. So you can watch me while you're doing this. So watch what I do what I do, and say what I say. And you can change any of the words that you like. Okay. So start right here on the eyebrow point. This is the inside corner of your eyebrow, not above on your forehead, not below, but right on your eyebrow. And just say, all of this grief. Move to the side of your eyes. All of this upset under the eyes. All of this sadness under the nose. All of this self-pity under the lips. All of this anxiety under the collarbone. I can't relax about this. Go under your arm way up high. I have to be on guard. All of this is so overwhelming. Eyebrows. And I'm in it by myself. Side of the eye. Nobody really knows how I feel. Under the eye. No one understands how I feel. Under the nose. And I should be handling this a lot better. Under the lips. And I'm right about that. Under the collarbone. I should be handling this so much better. Under the arm. And I just can't let it go. Top of the head. I feel so stuck in my sadness. Eyebrows. I feel so overwhelmed in my sadness and grief. Side of the eye. And I'm all alone in it. Under the eye. Yeah, there's the 5 stages of grief, but who cares anyway? Under the nose. I'm in it. And it really doesn't matter what stage it is. I'm in it. Under the lips. And I just can't stop it. Under the collarbone. Sometimes it's so overwhelming. I just want to burst out crying. Under the collarbone or under the arm. And it's scary because I never know when that's going to happen. Top of the head. It feels so overwhelming. Eyebrows. Like a wave of sadness flowing through me. Side of the eye. And I can't stop it. Under the eyes. I can distract myself for a little while. Under the nose, but it always comes back. Under the lips. And I have to remember again what I've lost. And I really should be handling this better. Under the collarbone. I really should be doing better. Under the arm. And I'm right about that. Top of the head. And you can't talk me out of it. Eyebrows, because I know I'm right. Side of the eye. I really should be doing better. Under the eyes. Everybody says so. Under the nose. And I'm right and they're right. Take a deep breath. Now notice how you feel right now. Maybe you feel a little bit better. Maybe it's brought up a lot more stuff. Maybe you feel worse. And that's okay because you can tap through this again and again until you start to feel better, like just a little bit better. So it's okay. Whatever you're experiencing is fine. Let's just say, and you can stick your own area of the body that you're feeling. I'm going to say it's in my stomach. And we're going to add that in this time. Okay. So we're going to tap again. So eyebrows again. All of this overwhelm. Side of the eye. All of this grief. Under the eye. I'm feeling it in my stomach. Just put in whatever body part you're feeling it. Under the nose. It hurts in my stomach and I can feel it's heavy like lead. Under the lips. I feel this heaviness, this overwhelm, all this sadness under the collarbone, and I can't stop it. It just takes me over. Under the arm. And this is where I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my body. Top of the head. It's overtaking my body. Eyebrows. And I'm so exhausted from this. Side of the eye. I'm so exhausted from feeling all these feelings. Under the eyes. And I just want it to end. Under the nose. I just want this feeling of sadness and grief to be over. Under the lips. And I really should be handling it better. Under the collarbone. I really should be handling this better because I have a PhD in handling things. Maybe not. I'll just keep saying that for the next 6 months. how I should be handling this better, top of the head. I'll just keep shooting on myself. I should be this, side of the eye, under the eye. I should be that, under the nose. Should. Under the lips. Every time I should on myself, I make myself wrong. Under the collarbone. And I'm entitled to these feelings. I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life. Under the arm. And it's normal to feel this way. This is normal to have these feelings, top of the head. I don't like it, but I acknowledge my feelings. Side of the eye. I own my feelings. Under the eye. I honor my feelings. Take a deep breath. Feeling a little bit better. If you're not, just go ahead and run this back again and do it again. It's really the best thing to just keep repeating it until you feel a little bit better. A little bit better, a little bit better. Because what you're doing right now when you're tapping, and you can do it without saying anything either. You don't have to have all the words. It's helpful to hear yourself say these things. But if you don't have the words, that's okay. Just let yourself do the tapping. What we're doing is we're tapping on acupuncture points. And all of these points that we're tapping on, you can tap with me right now if you want. All of these points help change the energy of the body. It's been proven over and over again. There's plenty of studies. Acupuncture's been around for about 5,000 years. So it's actually working. And when we're tapping on these points, we're tapping on the meridians of those are the energy pathways that energy moves through the body. We're only tapping on a few of them, and that's okay. You don't have to tap on all of them. And if you forget one, that's okay too. You don't worry about it. Don't judge yourself, right? Oh, am I doing it right? Yeah, you're doing it right. Don't worry about it. If you just do what I'm doing, you're doing it right. This point right here is a really nice point to use if you're in public. You just tap. I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I'm feeling some anxiety. Sometimes we have that social anxiety when we walk into a room and we don't know anybody, or we're going to be in a crowd. Just tap right there and say, I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. It's really okay, and I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Let yourself use this technique over and over again. This is a great way for you to manage your feelings. And what would happen if every child learned how to manage their own feelings? What would happen? Well, we could walk in love. We wouldn't have any war. We wouldn't have famine because people wouldn't be living in fear anymore. And that's what causes all of it. Fear. Fear that they have more than me. Fear that I'm not going to get enough. Fear that I'm not loved. Fear that people look at me funny. I'm safe. I'm safe. The universe is supporting me. God loves me. I'm a divine experience. I am a divine, uh, I'm a divine experience of unconditional love. That's what I am. I have God in every cell, molecule, and atom and all the space in between. You could call it innate intelligence. Call it what you want. I call it God. And that's okay. I'm safe. The universe supporting me. It's good. It's all good. How's that feel? Are you buzzing a little bit? That's a good feeling. It means the energy's moving in your body. And that's what we want. We don't want to stay stagnant and stuck. We don't want to pitch a tent in the valley. We want to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right? We don't want to pitch a tent and live there. So use this technique to get yourself in present time so that you're not doing stuff from the past, so that you're not triggered by things in the past that get your body to do something that happened a long time ago because it's memorized this and now it gets triggered and now something happens. that creates that physiology all over again. I watched a friend of mine the other day start talking about what causes her PTSD. I started watching her go into an experience of anxiety. And I said, stop right there. You don't have to tell me anymore. I get it. Here's what we can do. So we're doing this in lots of different ways. And that's what quantum healing is all about. It's all about using what you already have, not changing anything, not adding, not taking away, but allowing the body to tell us exactly what it needs and move through the feeling, the negative feelings. You can do it. I know you can. I'm so glad that you watched this video. If you liked it, make sure that you like and follow. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm trying to get it so it works all the time. Sometimes it just doesn't want to. So excuse the technical difficulties. I hope that you have a great and beautiful day after this. And just remember, you have the power to heal. It's all within you. Let's unlock it. Let's move forward. You can always get in touch with me for free consults. We do a beautiful Claim Your Power strategy session. It's really amazing what can happen in that session. And you're entitled to that. And I'll put the link below so that you can do that. Much love, many blessings. Have a wonderful day.